Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, and it's me again. Time to get back into the Inferno Legion Part 2. But before we get into that, as you can see, I've been being requested by some players inside the community to give them a few tips and tricks about the fallen angel inside of Vapor Dreamland. I'll be making a video later while I'm actually doing it to show you exactly what's going on with the actual fallen angel and seeing how to beat it and showing you how to beat it. But until then, I'll just give you a few tips and tricks at the moment to show you or tell you what I did and a few maybe alternate ways that you might be able to beat it. Now, the key to beating Fallen Angel, there's two major keys to beating Fallen Angel on Vapor Normal or Vapor Hard. The key is a lawful tank. I recommend Celine. She's probably the best tank for this specific role. She doesn't need to be the biggest, juiciest tank in the game, but she needs to be able to take a good hard hit. And with her heal, it makes her the perfect tank for this. She can just keep healing herself while she's taking those damaging hits. So she's the key. A lawful tank is the key. You can use her, you can use him, but if you're going to be using him, a lot of people mess up and keep trying to use this Guardian Heart passive, which is great for PvP against units that don't do huge, massive damage. But if you're going to be using him, or her, whichever it is, her, inside of a team against that boss, Fallen Angel, you're going to have to use this passive. Reduces the damage taken. The counterpart doesn't really apply, but they're reducing the damage taken from the boss. And while you're in there, you're going to want Dragon Breath, because it helps crowd control all the other units up to the boss. So if you're going to be using him as your tank, or her as your tank, Knight's Glory to reduce the damage taken, and then you want the Dragon Breath just to help to get to the boss. And then against the boss, he's just, Dragoon is basically there just to tank hits. It does a little bit of damage, but it's realistically just there to tank the hits. So you're going to have, if you want to use the Dragoon, you're going to have a support healer of some kind. There's multiple healers in the game. Just figure out which one you think is going to be best for you. If you want, you could use something like Cupid. Cupid would be perfect for that specific skill. Right there. Average all allies HP and then heal up. You could also put on this one. Restore heal. And then reduce damage taken as well. This skill paired with the Dragoon would be perfect to make it so that you can beat the Fallen Angel. Perfect little healer, a light nat 3, not that good, and no, the runes that I have on Cupid right now are just spare that I had sitting around. I haven't touched them in forever, but he's the perfect unit for that. So there you go. That's the healing part. Now, how are you going to deal damage to said boss? This is the Fallen Angel, but as a boss, he's got this skill and this skill right here. The problem is, this skill right here, everybody's going absolutely nuts thinking that, oh my god, I can't debuff him. Well, it's because of his passive. It completely negates any debuffs you try to put on him. And as a Dreamland boss, you can't affect his energy status. So right here, you cannot put any debuffs on him. So stop trying to debuff him, silence him, all that stuff. It will not work. And the biggest problem is people are like, oh, well, if we can't debuff him, well, maybe I can tank it out and deal damage to him. That would work until this skill right here came in play. Whenever he goes below 50% energy and he uses this skill, he recovers 20% of his energy back, or his HP. So, when he drops below 50, he heals back up 20 more percent HP. So if you're trying to tank him out, you're just going to lose, especially if it's on Vapor Hard. You will not win that. So there's that. That is what's making him so bad for people. So how are you going to be able to beat this guy if you can't nuke him because you can't defense break him? You can't stun him. You can't passive nullify. You can't do any of those things. You can't out tank him because he has a self heal. What can you do that's going to work? Well, the best option you have is right here. Nice and easy. 3-star unit. The easiest thing to get is a 3-star. And it's all about this skill right here. Does 18% of the target's max HP. He hurts himself, but if you're gonna have a healer like Cupid or something that he'll heal him, you can heal him up pretty regularly. The only problem with bringing up the Goblin Engineer is getting him to the boss. He's a little bit squishy. So at times you might have bad RNG and he might die on the way. Restart and start again and go for it again. Just make sure you try to keep him safe. And if you really are worried about him dying and you don't have the right stuff, remember what I was talking about in the previous video, Centaur. That right there prevents that Goblin Engineer from dying on the way up to the boss. And he's good to get you to the boss because guess what? AoE stun, defense break. Perfect unit to carry the Goblin Engineer to the boss. Now, that is how you're going to kill the boss. Right there. Goblin Engineer and a lawful tank. Now, another key unit that I use is right there. Demonic Swordsman. That'll let your whole team, Cupid and Goblin Engineer, take turn after turn after turn because of his energy restoring effect. Remember, every time he goes, all the rest of your team is just going to go that much faster. So that is a key unit. Another unit that's useful, not necessarily the do-all, end-all unit, is Medusa. She is the queen of Vapor Dreamland for many reasons, but the biggest is her Petrified Eye. Full AoE stun, full AoE reduce energy. It is one of the best skills, if not the best skill in the entire game for Vapor Dreamland and other PvE content. She is amazing. So there's that. That's how mine's ruined up. Speed, HP, hit. Gotta have the hit so she can land that. And she's sanctified with Hawkeye to help go right through that resistance. So that's the units that I would recommend using. In place of Medusa, you can use stuff like I said, Centaur. He has an AoE stun. You got Dragoon, which also has Dragon's Breath, another AoE stun taunt. Those are skills that'll help you get up to the boss. Those kinds of things. Anything that has an AoE stun or anything like that. Now, for anybody out there, do not use units like Windwalker. Remember, you're trying to use a tank like Dragoon or Selene to tank those hits. You put those in there next to a Windwalker, he can maybe hit the Selene or the Dragoon. He could also hit the Windwalker and just step on it. So it's usually best to use units like these to help you get up to the boss. Lumi is a great unit to get you up to the boss. Not the best, because her skills aren't 100%. 50% chance to freeze, which isn't bad, not great. I have her on spare runes. But she gets the job done on occasion. She helps out. She's not the best, but that's one unit you could use to help you get up to the boss. You could also use an Abyss Lord. I got him on my Desperation runes, which means he's going to help stun and get you up there and do a lot of area of effect skills. So that'll work as well. So that kind of stuff, Ogre's another one. He is an amazing unit to help you get up to the boss. Because he's got, like I said in the last one, a ridiculously good passive and then now an area of effect, burn, and reduce energy. There you go. That is a good unit paired with Demonic Swordsman, a tank and goblin engineer. Not necessary to use Medusa, but it is a good thing to use. So Medusa is good, but not the key unit. So don't worry about that. You can always do that later. So that is my opinion on that. Now, on to the second part of the Inferno Legion, like I was saying prior. These, from what I know, are supposedly a lot harder units to fight. And just off the first one, looks like we're going to have a lot more fun. I'm actually going to have to take this a little bit on the serious side, so sorry to anybody that wants, free to play content and everything like that. When you're fighting really hard teams, it might not work out so well. See, there you go. There it is again with that immunity passive. Going to be a nasty little thing to do that. But this team, as always, this team right here will carry me right on through that. And I won't have a single worry in the game. But if I wanted to, I could take out Dragoon. Actually, no, I'm going to keep her in there. Just because I want to show you what the dual skill does in this kind of a team. The dual skill is one of the most amazingly helpful skills in the game. So, got all that. Nice full heal now. And now, remember what I said about dual? Boom. Now his Selene is no longer going to heal the team. No more healing for the entire team. No matter how hard you do it, no matter how hard, can't be cleansed, the dual is going to be there no matter what. Can't do anything about it. And now, nice and easy, just kill one by one. Now that Selene is just going to go ham over there. Boom, that's done. Put that down. Try to control and beat down this idol little by little. Keep my team all fully healed up. Now just work down idol, and then it'll be a nice easy clinch win. And as you can tell, that Selene can't do anything. And since she's so soft, she's supposed to be a tank. She can't do any serious damage. So every time she hits the Dragoon, he passive heals the rest of the team every time she takes a small amount of damage. And since the Fallen Angel is built to cleanse, this team has no major damage. So this team effectively could be beaten by a team using Vampire or any other team, since this team, realistically, like I said, has no actual damage to it. The Fallen Angel does little to no damage the whole time, so he's really a non-threat. Just an annoyance. The Selene is going to be the only annoying part to the team, just because of her heal. So you get rid of that heal, and it's really, really nice and easy. Now all I gotta do is keep doing damage to him and just tick him down. Nice and easy. Boom. Nice and easy. You can out-tank it. All you gotta do is make sure to take out that Selene. She is gonna be your biggest pain in the backside. Ooh, a Valkyrie. Now that's not a common sight. That's gonna be fun. I almost never see Valkyries. This can be fun. So I'm going to go with the same team again. They got stuff like that. But all in all, not going to be the craziest team. Pat, Guardian, Heart, and Duel. Ooh, it shows the sanctification. That's cool. Didn't know that. That's nice. But Guardian, Heart, and Duel, same build as mine. The key to beating this team is going to be taking out the Druid first. For anybody wondering, she does not have her Revive passive on, so she is just going to be a damage dealer, but she's going to be more annoying than serious damage, because she's going to be smacking my Monkey and my Asura. Hopefully my Asura. My monkey is tanky, but my Asura is just... he's on another level of fun. This is my Asura. HP defense. But because of his Kong's body, he can take an absolutely massive amount of damage and never really die. It takes a lot to kill my Asura. It shows he's got over 50,000 HP, or what, just shy of 50,000. But that 50,000 is going to feel like a whole lot more, because he reduces all damage by half. So that means you have to do at least 100,000 damage through his defense of almost 4,000. So that's going to be ugly. It's not going to be easy to do 100,000 damage to a 4,000 defense unit. But let's go on and let's have some fun. So, boom. Ooh, that's not good. Let's just slow. No, not gonna slow. All right. For this, let's duel him. Took out him from the picture, so he's no longer in this picture at all. And now let's go with the idol. That's gonna be the nastier one. Stun her. Get her out of this because I don't feel like dealing with her. No, she's squishier. I'll go with her. So, stun you. So now, see that? And now the Dragoon passive is healing up my monkey just off of that Druid hitting him. So now back to this. Boom. And there you go. And you can go. So even though my Celine is now effectively dual locked, the Dragoon passive being ticked off because of the Druid, jeez, because of the Druid, that's keeping my team healed up just based off of that. And there you go. So that passive heal is going to keep that going. So we'll just keep killing him. Boom, and now they're all out of the duel, and now back to full life. And now I can just hammer down on this team, nice and simple. Keep him stunned and passive blocked. Now remember, this is not going to be the absolute be-all, end-all. And there is many other teams you can use. This is just the team I have built up that's perfect for me to do this. So we'll just do it there. Ooh, that is a tanky little dude. Alright. Let's just duel that. Doesn't really matter, but we'll just do it just to do it. Come on. There you go. Now the idol is out of his little reflect damage, and now it's a nice easy kill. Once you take that reflect damage off of the idol, he's a nice easy unit to kill. And with me having the monkey passive blocking him, he's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Let's just full heal for the next wave. And let's go with that. Boom. Nice and easy. So on to the next one. Ooh. Let's go. So 252 speed and 237 speed. See, I don't want to try and outspeed them, and I don't think I actually could. So there you go. Deals 2 times damage to enemies with shields. I don't have shields on this team. I have immunity, so that won't really affect me. So this same team is good even for stuff like this. I could do the defense lead. I'll try it. Let's do it for this one. So they're going to do all of their stuff first. None of those three here are going to do anything. And then she's going to hit, but because they're all super tanky and all on immunity, she's not going to kill anybody. So, here you go. Which can be the same news for multiple teams. I'm just going to keep using this one, but I can switch it to a different team. And boom. Not even 75% damaged. Most of them are 80% plus health. So, we'll just do that. Now, anti-crit and full heal. And now I can just revenge and do as I want. And now, the problem for him is, he just ticked up he just ticked him up. And now look at how much damage that does. That is not something you want to do, is tick up the damage on Asura. The more damage you do to the Asura with his passive that I picked, the more absolute insanity happens. So let's just get rid of her, because she is kind of nasty. Gotta love that violent procs on the succubus. Gets really frustrating, but not much you can do. So just keep on going, nice and tanky. They're gonna take their turns and just be annoying. But a tanky team is a tanky team. And now that Sarah's been getting ticked for damage, he's going to just keep unleashing big hits. Oh, stop with putting Asura to sleep. There you go. Now their whole threat is gone. Should have probably went for one of the the buffers, but it's all good. Let's block the freaking spam thing. Not a really big necessary there. Take the Windwalker out. Oh, come on. There you go. Now we can just push autoplay and beat it. Oh wait, no. Let's get that full heal in there. Oh, succubus. Just stop. Sit. And done. And just about any tanky team with immunity can do pretty much the same thing, possibly even better. Now, this team, this is an interesting little team. Let's see what their rune stats look like. So, the diffuse, possible strip off of that. He's got a chance to break that defense break. She's got her own little thing. He's got his reflect damage. So his passive being reflect damage is going to be pretty nasty. But this is an easy team to beat. You just need a tanky immunity team or a semi-tanky immunity team. Or just outspeed him. I could technically outspeed him and nuke, because he's only got a 236 speed there. And then these are all really, really slow. So he's just hoping that his Enchantress outspeeds, stuns, and then that's it. That's all their hope is. And then they nuke for as much damage as they possibly can. But they don't. So they don't have an attack bar buffer, nothing. So a team like mine is just going to walk all over this kind of team. Because all I have to do, survive that, and now nice and simple. Now anti-crit. And now remember what I was saying about duel? You can duel anybody. You don't have to pick the support. You could pick a nuker and make them default first skill. So they can't do anything with their big damage. So now he is forced to always hit Dragoon and never can do anything but hit the Dragoon. And now the Dragoon is actually going to do more damage than he is doing to the Dragoon. Because Dragoon is super tanky and he's not. And now, nice and easy, Dragoon just beat that. Now, nice and easy, just beat down an Asura. Asuras are super easy to beat if you use passive block. Remember what I said earlier about the Hattori, the Vampire, and the Monkey King. The three ones that I can think of off the top of my head that all do passive block. And now, since he's all passive blocked, he's just sitting there taking damage because he's a tank. And that's it. You just tank that first little stun, and then just kill the rest nice and simple. Ooh, another Fallen Angel. Those are not common to see. Ooh, let's have some fun. 131 speed? What? 129, 180, 150. That is a really bizarre team. Huh. They're so slow. Their fastest one is Celine, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, this person has 5,000 attack, but only 131 speed. What are you thinking your Enchantress is going to do? She can't do enough damage to an enemy team all on her own. Let's see what happens. They're probably on immunity, but realistically, they're not even on immunity. What is this? You could just outspeed and nuke this team. So all you have to do is do what I said earlier, what I was showing in the first video: Windwalker, Succubus, and nuke. Super, super simple. This is actually going to take a hell of a lot longer than if I had done that. That's crazy. So we'll just duel with the Celine so she doesn't do her healing. His Dragoon is probably going to do the same thing to my Celine, but I already got my heal off, so it doesn't really matter. Popped the only damage dealer he's got, and that's it. Oh, he popped the Asura? Oh, that's a bad move on their Dragoon. Ooh, that is a terrible move on the Dragoon. Oof. Well, looks like this is going to be a nice, simple win. I just got to keep... just let Asura do his thing, and he's just going to knock that freaking Dragoon out of there. Just got to keep the Dragoon nice and passive blocked so he doesn't passive heal the rest of his team. And I just got to work at it. Nice and easy. And then nice heal. And now there you go. Oh, I forgot I gotta get you sped up. And there you go, passive blocked again. That should be good for now. And let's keep going with that. Come on. Oh, Fallen Angel, stop playing hard to get. And now we can just focus on him. Nice and easy. And boom. Now he's free, and now we can kill. That was rather annoying. It made it take a whole lot longer because he snapped my Asura up. Wow, they weren't joking when they said this time it's a lot harder. Huh. Another really slow Enchantress. I wonder what's going on with that. Huh. Okay. 6,000 defense with a 41,000 HP. That is a really, really juicy Asura. Wow. Whew. That's better than mine, isn't it? No, mine's a lot more HP, but he's got more defense. That is a juicy Asura. Mine's a good bit faster, but whew, that is a nasty little Asura. So, keeping that Asura pinned down is something that you're going to need to get done. So, yet again, pretty standard stuff. If this doesn't have an immunity, for anybody that's watching, just nuke it. If it does have immunity, then you have to tank team it or strip. Yep, no immunity. So this is yet again just do what you need to do. Throw up the anti-crit, And now I'm going to duel with that. Keep the Selene out of the picture. Oh, and their Dragoon doesn't even have it. All right. Take out their big damage dealer there, and it's done. This fight is basically done. All I gotta do is keep the passive on the Asura nullified, and that's it. Slow him down. Just keep that Asura's passive nullified, and he's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna take a whole lot of damage, because that is one hefty, hefty, hefty Asura. But because he can't heal, and his passive is permanently blocked, nice and easy. And boom, passive blocks. And again, the passive blocking, you can do it with the vampire. You can do it with any number of other units. Hattori is another one because you want to, if you want a single target. I like the monkey because he's so damn useful. He is by far one of the most useful units, just all around. So yet again, this is a nice, easy team to beat. They had no immunity, so just speed nuke it. The only thing you have to worry about is not being able to kill the Asura, but as long as you have a nice single target damage dealer, you should be okay. Or the better bet would be to stun the Asura and nuke everybody, and there you go. If you have a Medusa, that would be perfect, but anything that'll stun them. I think I'm going to have to end the video here for right now, because it's already getting really long. But if everybody wants more, I'm going to finish the rest of this part. But it is a little bit on the longer side, so there we go.